Question 1. Topic: Commercial General Liability Insurance (CGL). Which of the following scenarios would most likely trigger coverage? B. Personal and advertising injury under a commercial general liability (CGL) policy. A. A customer slips and falls in a store, resulting in a broken arm. B. A business publishes a misleading advertisement that damages a competitor's reputation. C. A contractor accidentally damages a client's property while performing work on site. D. A company's product causes harm to a customer after proper use. Answer: B. A business publishes a misleading advertisement that damages a competitor's reputation. Explanation: Coverage B of the CGL policy specifically addresses personal and advertising injury, which includes offenses like libel, slander, defamation, or infringement of intellectual property rights in an advertisement. Option A falls under coverage A, bodily injury and property damage. Option C also falls under coverage A, as it pertains to property damage. Option D would generally be addressed by a product liability policy under coverage A. Relevant guidelines: ISO Commercial General Liability Form CG01, which outlines the specifics of coverage B and its exclusions. Question 2. Scenario type. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. Scenario: Mark is a delivery driver for a small business in North Dakota. While unloading packages at a client's location, he slips on ice and fractures his wrist, requiring surgery and several weeks off work. Mark's employer has a valid workers' compensation policy. What benefits is Mark likely entitled to under North Dakota workers' compensation laws? A. Only medical benefits for the surgery. B. Medical benefits for the surgery and lost wage replacement during recovery. C. Medical benefits for the surgery, lost wages during recovery, and pain and suffering damages. D. Only lost wage replacement during recovery. Answer: B. Medical benefits for the surgery and lost wage replacement during recovery. Explanation: North Dakota workers' compensation laws provide coverage for work-related injuries, including medical expenses and lost wages due to inability to work. Option A is incorrect because workers' compensation also includes wage replacement. Option C is incorrect because pain and suffering damages are generally not covered under workers' compensation. Option D is incorrect because workers' compensation includes medical expenses as a key benefit. Relevant law: North Dakota Century Code Title 65, governing workers' compensation. Question 3. Topic: Commercial auto insurance. Which of the following vehicles would NOT typically be covered under business auto coverage form unless specifically endorsed? A. A delivery van owned by the insured company. B. A vehicle rented by the insured company for temporary business use. C. An employee's personal vehicle used for business errands. D. A tractor-trailer leased to the insured by a third party for regular business operations. Answer: C. An employee's personal vehicle used for business errands. Explanation: The business auto coverage form BAC typically covers vehicles owned, rented, or leased by the business as indicated in the policies, declarations, and covered auto symbols. Option C represents a non-owned vehicle, an employee's personal vehicle, which requires a specific endorsement, such as hired and non-owned auto liability coverage. Options A, B, and D fall within the scope of covered vehicles, provided they are used for business purposes and listed appropriately. Relevant guidelines: ISO Business Auto Coverage Form CA01, specifically regarding covered auto symbols and endorsements. Question 4. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Which of the following scenarios best demonstrates a situation where the coinsurance penalty would apply under a commercial property policy? A. A business insures a $500,000 property for $500,000 but files a claim for $100,000. B. A business insures a $1 million property for $600,000 and files a $300,000 claim after a fire. C. A business insures a $700,000 property for $700,000 and files a claim for $50,000. D. A business insures a $400,000 property for $400,000 but adds an endorsement waiving coinsurance. Answer: B. A business insures a $1 million property for $600,000 and files a $300,000 claim after fire. Explanation: Coinsurance provisions require the insured to maintain a specified percentage, commonly 80% of insurance coverage relative to the property's value. In option B, the insured only carried $600,000 of insurance on a $1 million property, which is less than the required 80%, $800,000. As a result, the claim payout will be reduced proportionally due to the coinsurance penalty. Options A, C, and D are either fully insured or include provisions that waive coinsurance, so no penalty applies. Relevant rule: coinsurance clause under the Building and Personal Property Coverage Form CP010. Question 5. Scenario type. Topic: ethical practices and legal responsibilities. Scenario: Jessica, a licensed insurance producer in North Dakota, receives confidential client information during an application process. Later, she shares this information with a third party without obtaining the client's consent, arguing that it might improve the client's policy terms. Which of the following best describes Jessica's actions? A. Jessica acted within her rights as a licensed producer. B. Jessica violated ethical practices by breaching client confidentiality. C. Jessica improved the client's policy options and acted ethically. D. Jessica adhered to state-specific guidelines for producer behavior. Answer: B. Jessica violated ethical practices by breaching client confidentiality. Explanation: insurance producers have fiduciary responsibilities, including safeguarding client information. Sharing confidential data without explicit consent breaches ethical standards and may violate North Dakota Unfair Trade Practices Act. Options: A and C incorrectly justify Jessica's actions as ethical or permissible. Option D is incorrect because Jessica's behavior does not align with state-specific regulations on ethical practices. A relevant law: North Dakota Administrative Code Title 45 regarding fiduciary duties and client confidentiality. Question 6. Topic: inland marine insurance. Which of the following is NOT typically covered under an inland marine insurance policy? A. A contractor's equipment stored at a job site. B. A bailie's responsibility for customers' goods in their possession. C. Fine art being transported to a museum. D. A building's permanent fixtures. Answer: D. A building's permanent fixtures. Explanation: inland marine policies cover movable properties such as tools, equipment, or goods in transit. Option D, a building's permanent fixtures, would fall under property insurance policy, not inland marine coverage. Options A, B, and C involve scenarios inland marine policies are designed to address. Relevant guidelines: ISO inland marine policy coverage forms, which specify the scope of coverage. Question 7. Topic: crime insurance. Which of the following scenarios would be covered under a discovery form but NOT under a loss sustained form in a crime insurance policy? A. Employee theft that occurred last year and is discovered this year after the policy expired. B. Forgery of company checks that occurred and was discovered during the policy period. C. Computer fraud resulting in loss discovered 3 months after policy inception but occurred 6 months prior. D. A burglary at the company's office discovered immediately after it happened. Answer: C. Computer fraud resulting in loss discovered 3 months after policy inception but occurred 6 months prior. Explanation: the discovery form covers losses discovered during the policy period, regardless of when they occurred. A loss sustained form only covers losses that occurred and were discovered during the policy period or within the extended reporting period. Option C illustrates a scenario uniquely covered by the discovery form. Options A, B, and D are either outside the scope of the discovery form or would also be covered by the loss sustained form. Relevant rule: definitions in ISO crime insurance form CR 020. Question 8. Topic: business owners policy BOP. Which of the following businesses would typically NOT be eligible for? A business owner's policy BOP: A small bakery with annual revenue of $500,000. B. A 10-unit apartment building owned by an individual. C. A technology startup with annual revenue of $5 million. D. A retail store operating in at least 1,000 square foot space. Answer: C. A technology startup with annual revenue of $5 million. Explanation: eligibility for BOPs is usually restricted to small to medium-sized businesses that meet certain revenue and size thresholds. Businesses with high revenue or complex operations like the technology startup in C are typically ineligible. Options A, B, and D fit the typical BOP eligibility criteria, including size, revenue, and type of operation. Relevant guidelines: ISO Business Owners Policy Eligibility Rules, BP03. Question 9. Topic: excess and surplus lines. Which of the following is a characteristic of the surplus lines insurance market? A. It is subject to the same rate filing and approval requirements as standard markets. B. It is designed for risks that cannot be placed in the admitted market. C. It offers standardized policy forms for all insureds. D. It is regulated in the same way as admitted carriers. Answer: B. It is designed for risks that cannot be placed in the admitted market. Explanation: surplus lines insurance provides coverage for unique or high-risk exposures that standard insurers decline to cover. Option is incorrect because surplus lines carriers are not bound by the same rate filing rules. Option C is incorrect because policy forms are often non-standard. Option D is incorrect because surplus lines are regulated differently with less stringent oversight. Relevant guidelines: North Dakota Surplus Lines Insurance Regulations and NAIC Model Act on Surplus Lines. Question 10. Topic: Policy Analysis and Application under Commercial Package Poly (CPP). Which of the following components is mandatory for the policy to be valid? A. Commercial general liability and property coverage. B. Declarations and insuring agreement. C. Interline endorsements and inland marine coverage. D. Business auto and workers' compensation coverage. Answer: B. Declarations and insuring agreement. Explanation: a CPP requires essential components such as declarations, insuring agreement, conditions, and exclusions. The specific coverage parts like CGL or property can vary based on the insured's needs. Options A, C, and D are incorrect because not all these components are mandatory for a CPP to exist. Relevant guidelines: ISO Commercial Package Policy Rules CP090. Question 11. Topic: Personal auto policy PAP. Which of the following is covered under the liability section of a personal auto policy PAP? A. Damage to the insured's vehicle caused by a collision. B. Damage to property owned by the insured. C. Bodily injury to a pedestrian caused by the insured's negligence. D. Theft of the insured's personal belongings from the vehicle. Answer: C. Bodily injury to a pedestrian caused by the insured's negligence. Explanation: the liability section of a PAP covers bodily injury or property damage to others caused by the insured's negligence. Options A, B, and D are covered under other sections or excluded entirely. Relevant guidelines: ISO Personal Auto Policy Form PP01. Question 12. Topic: Workers' compensation insurance. Under workers' compensation policy, which of the following benefits is NOT typically provided? A. Medical expenses for a work-related injury. B. Compensation for pain and suffering due to a work-related injury. C. Disability income benefits for lost wages. D. Death benefits for surviving dependents. Answer: B. Compensation for pain and suffering due to a work-related injury. Explanation: workers' compensation policies do not cover pain and suffering. They provide medical benefits, disability income, and death benefits. Relevant guidelines: state workers' compensation laws and NAIC Model Workers' Compensation Guidelines. Question 13. Topic: Homeowners insurance. Which of the following is NOT covered under standard homeowners insurance (HO3) policy? A. Wind damage to the roof of the insured's home. B. Theft of personal property from the insured's garage. C. Flood damage to the insured's basement. D. Fire damage to a detached shed. Answer: C. Flood damage to the insured's basement. Explanation: standard homeowners insurance policies exclude flood damage, which requires separate coverage through programs like the National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP). Question 14. Topic: Commercial general liability (CGL). Under a CGL policy, which of the following would be excluded under coverage with bodily injury and property damage? A customer slips and falls in the insured store. B. Damage caused to a customer's property during a delivery. C. Bodily injury to an employee of the insured while working. D. A fire at the insured's rented office caused by the insured's negligence. Answer: C. Bodily injury to an employee of the insured while working. Explanation: coverage for employee injuries is excluded under CGL policies and is instead covered by workers' compensation insurance. Question 15. Scenario-based flood insurance. Scenario: Jane's property is located in a special flood hazard area (SFHA). She has a standard NFIP flood insurance policy. After heavy rains, her basement floods, damaging her HVAC system and personal belongings. What part of Jane's loss would typically be covered? A. Damage to personal belongings in the basement. B. Damage to the HVAC system located in the basement. C. Both. And B. D. Neither nor B. Answer: B. Damage to the HVAC system located in the basement. Explanation: NFIP policies provide limited coverage for items like HVAC systems in basements but exclude personal belongings stored there. Question 16. Topic: Umbrella insurance. Which of the following is true about a personal umbrella policy? PUP. A. It replaces primary liability coverage for auto and homeowners insurance. B. It provides additional liability limits above primary insurance policies. C. It covers intentional acts that result in liability. D. It eliminates the need for underlying insurance policies. Answer: B. It provides additional liability limits above primary insurance policies. Explanation: Umbrella policies provide excess coverage and can also cover some claims not included in primary policies, but they require underlying policies to be in place. Question 17. Topic: Commercial auto policy. Which of the following is covered under a commercial auto policy? Cap. A. Damage to an employee's personal vehicle used for company business. B. Damage to a company-owned truck caused by vandalism. C. Bodily injury to a customer inside a company-owned vehicle. D. Loss of income due to a damaged company vehicle. Answer: B. Damage to a company-owned truck caused by vandalism. Explanation: Physical damage coverage under CAP covers vandalism to company-owned vehicles. Question 18. Topic: Business income insurance. Business income insurance covers which of the following? A. Loss of market share due to a competitor's new product launch. B. Loss of income due to a fire at the insured's premises. C. Costs of rebuilding the insured's property after a covered loss. D. Fines for regulatory violations. Answer: B. Loss of income due to a fire at the insured's premises. Explanation: Business income insurance covers income lost during the restoration period after a covered event. Question 19. Topic: Surety bonds. Which of the following is a key difference between an insurance policy and a surety bond? A. Insurance policies protect third parties, while surety bonds protect the insured. B. Surety bonds guarantee a specific obligation or performance, while insurance compensates for losses. C. Insurance policies involve three parties, while surety bonds involve two. D. Surety bonds are typically issued for personal purposes, while insurance policies are commercial. Answer: B. Surety bonds guarantee a specific obligation or performance, while insurance compensates for losses. Explanation: Surety bonds involve three parties and insurer obligations are fulfilled. Insurance compensates for covered losses. Question 20. Topic: Errors and omissions. EO insurance. Which of the following professionals would typically require EO insurance? A. A surgeon performing medical procedures. B. An accountant providing financial advice. C. A construction worker operating heavy machinery. D. A retail store owner managing inventory. Answer: B. An accountant providing financial advice. Explanation: EO insurance is essential for professionals providing advice or services where errors could result in financial losses for clients. Question 21. Topic: Inland marine insurance. Which of the following items would typically be covered under an inland marine insurance policy? A. Office furniture located in a corporate building. B. A shipment of electronics being transported to a retailer. C. The building that houses a manufacturing plant. D. Employee health insurance claims. Answer: B. A shipment of electronics being transported to a retailer. Explanation: Inland marine insurance covers movable property such as goods in transit, equipment, and specialty property not tied to a fixed location. Question 22. Topic: National Flood Insurance Program (NFIP). Under the NFIP, which of the following is NOT covered? A. Structural damage to a home caused by flooding. B. Damage to personal belongings stored on the first floor of the home. C. Temporary living expenses while the home is being repaired. D. Damage to electrical systems caused by floodwaters. Answer: C. Temporary living expenses while the home is being repaired. Explanation: NFIP policies do not cover additional living expenses. They focus on direct flood-related damages. Question 23. Topic: Homeowners insurance. Which coverage under a standard homeowners insurance policy is designed to pay for legal defense if the insured is sued for negligence? A. Coverage dwelling. B. Coverage C. Personal property. C. Coverage E. Personal liability. D. Coverage F. Medical payments to others. Answer: C. Coverage E. Personal liability. Explanation: Coverage E provides personal liability coverage, including legal defense costs if the insured is sued for negligence causing bodily injury or property damage to others. Question 24. Topic: Commercial property insurance. Which of the following perils is typically excluded in a commercial property insurance policy without an endorsement. A. Fire. B. Lightning. C. Flood. D. Vandalism. Answer C. Flood. Explanation. Flood damage is generally excluded in standard commercial property insurance policies and requires separate coverage. Question 25. Scenario-based workers' compensation insurance. Tom, an employee at a manufacturing plant, injures his back while lifting heavy equipment on the job. He is unable to work for 6 weeks. What type of benefit is Tom most likely eligible to receive under workers' compensation insurance? A. Medical expenses and rehabilitation costs only. B. Disability income benefits and medical expenses. C. Compensation for pain and suffering. D. Unemployment benefits. Answer B. Disability income benefits and medical expenses. Explanation. Workers' compensation provides coverage for medical expenses and partial wage replacement for time missed due to work-related injuries. Question 26. Topic: Professional liability insurance. Professional liability insurance is designed to protect which of the following professionals from claims of negligence or failure to perform? A. An IT consultant designing software for a client. B. A landlord renting out commercial office space. C. A driver working for a ride-sharing service. D. A contractor building residential homes. Answer A. An IT consultant designing software for a client. Explanation. Professional liability insurance, also called errors and omissions insurance, covers claims arising from errors, omissions, or negligence in professional services provided. Question 27. Topic: Automobile insurance. Which of the following best describes the purpose of uninsured motorist coverage? A. It pays for damage to the insured's vehicle caused by an uninsured driver. B. It covers bodily injuries to the insured caused by an uninsured driver. C. It pays for damage caused by the insured to an uninsured driver's vehicle. D. It eliminates the need for collision coverage. Answer B. It covers bodily injuries to the insured caused by an uninsured driver. Explanation. coverage is designed to protect the insured from financial loss due to injuries caused by an uninsured or underinsured driver. Question 20. Topic: Health insurance. Under the Affordable Care Act, which of the following is not considered an essential health benefit? A. Hospitalization. B. Prescription drugs. C. Cosmetic surgery. D. Preventive services. Answer C. Cosmetic surgery. Explanation. Cosmetic surgery is not considered an essential health benefit under the ACA, which focuses on necessary medical and preventive care. Question 29. Topic: Commercial umbrella policy. A commercial umbrella policy provides coverage for which of the following scenarios? A. Additional property coverage for the insured's commercial building. B. Excess liability coverage when underlying limits are exhausted. C. Flood damage to the insured's commercial property. D. Business interruption due to a covered peril. Answer B. Excess liability coverage when underlying limits are exhausted. Explanation. Commercial umbrella policies provide additional liability coverage beyond the limits of the insured's primary liability policies. Question 30. Topic: Builder's risk insurance. Builder's risk insurance typically provides coverage for which of the following? A. Employee injuries during construction. B. Tools and equipment used by contractors. C. Property under construction against perils like fire or theft. D. Liability for damages caused to neighboring properties. Answer C. Property under construction against perils like fire or theft. Explanation. Builder's risk insurance protects property under construction, including the building and materials, from specific risks.